Where did you learn English?
What?
Hello.
Where did you learn English?
Actually, I don't know.
I see. Good. Yeah, I like your English actually. It's good. Guys, good to see you. Good to meet you again. Okay, here we have Hussein, Javid, also Arat, Narmin. Okay, I can see only Also's face, the beautiful face with flower, and others' face only dark screen. Um, Also, is it your face really?
Yes.
What is that on your face? Okay, so guys, last time you had progress tests. Okay, let me just have a look immediately. Let me share my screen with you. And here we have grade 9 and grade test, progress test, students work. Here we have also Javid, Nermin. Arad, where is your answers? I mean, where is
In
your,
the WhatsApp,
really? When did
it's
you send it?
PDF.
Where?
Scroll up. No,
You mean in the
not
group?
in the group. Yes, down, down, way more lower. A little bit up, a little more. Ah, there. Sorry, the solution is bad because I didn't have time.
Yeah, actually, Arad, look, I explained a lot how to write the answer. How can I check this paper? Why so messy?
I was 2 question back. I was doing two, like if we were in question 6, I was doing question 4. And I changed the question 4 from 16 to 18. It means the answer of question 4 is 18.
Yeah, actually, you submit like this. That's why, I don't dare to have a look at your paper. Okay, and also Javid, Nermin, Arat. And how about Ibrahim? Do we have Ibrahim here?
Who?
Ibrahim. How many students? Also one. Hussein. How about you? He's just joining. Anyway, okay, I will have a look, but I was expecting to write nicely on A4 size paper and just scan this with camera scanner. In Apple Store, we have Cam Scanner. It's very good app. When you scan this, it scans very clearly and submit this in one paper. So it will be really easy for me. But now looking at this paper, so hard to check these papers. But let me see, I'll try my best. Anyway, guys, what are we doing today? Now we are going to discuss those questions quickly, and after that we will continue our class. Okay, and maybe 1-2 more weeks until February. I'm thinking to study more topics with you, and after that in February, maybe 2 weeks, we will practice SASMO questions. Okay, that's what my plan. If you have different suggestions, I may listen to you. Okay, Eldar.
Teacher, can we also discuss test 3?
Can we what?
Test 3.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Because the last question I have different answer.
Good. Now, Arat, maybe you may know this, but once again, let's solve them quickly together. And also, I'll try to show you how we should understand and how should we solve and how you should write the answers, okay? All right, let's start with the easiest question here. Question 1. ABCD is a pentagon. Okay, if angle A, B, and C is x degrees and DE is 120, find x. We know that. How do you find the sum of the interior angles of any polygon, right? The sum of the angles is just, let's say this n, that's equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. But here we are talking about pentagon. So that is in our case 5 minus 2, it is 3. 3 times 180. And here 3 angles r is equal to x. So that's equal to 3 times x degrees plus, and 2 of them each actually 120. So here we have 2 times 120 degrees, right? From here we have to find x. So what is x here? 3x equals 3 times 180. That's equal to 540 minus 2 times 120. That's equal to 240, which is equal to 300. So what is x? X equals 100 degrees. Is it correct? I mean, did you get the right same answer?
Yes.
Good,
Yes.
very good. If you get the same answer. So the angles of a pentagon are x plus 10, x plus 50, x 2x minus 10, 2x, and 2x plus 10. And also that's a similar question. Immediately, let me just do this mentally. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. The sum of these angles should be equal to 3 times 180, which is equal to 540. Especially in tests, this is how you have to calculate. So if you simplify this, x plus x, 2x, 2x plus 2x, 4x, 4x plus 2x, 6x, 6x plus 2x, it is 8x plus 10 plus 50, 60, 60 minus 10, 50, 50 plus 10 is equal to 60. That's equal to 540. And from here, x equals 540 minus 60 over 8, which is equal to 480 over 8. So that's equal to 60 degrees. Oh, Eldar, welcome back. Eldar, are you in this class?
Yes.
I mean, the first time I see you, right? Hello. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
by mistake
Yes.
you turned on your camera, I think. Eldar, can you read question 2? Since you are here, I can see your face.
Two rectangles have the same area of 480 centimeters. The difference between their lengths is 10 centimeters, and the difference between their widths is 4 centimeters. Calculate the dimensions
Okay.
of the rectangle.
Very good. Thank you. Let's say we are talking rectangle 1, whose length is L1 and width is W1. And rectangle 2, actual length 2 and width 2. Okay. So the difference between the length, suppose that L1 is greater than L2. So here L1 minus L2 should be equal to 10, right? And from here, last time, Arat, you were asking, because we know that since they have the same area, right, the same area, that means that this area is equal to L1 times W1 is equal to L2 times W2. And what do we understand from this product? That means that length and width, actually, they are inversely proportional to each other, right? Because here, area is fixed. It does not change. That's equal to 480. So if L1 increases, W1 should decrease. If L1 decreases, W1 should increase, right? From this relationship here, if L1 is greater than L2, then here W1 must be smaller than W2. Otherwise, their product cannot be equal to each other. So from here then, it says that the difference between their width is 4 centimeters. So I should write this equation. W2 minus W1 is equal to 4. Right? So now that is what given here. So using this, we have to, what is it, calculate the dimensions of the rectangle. We have to find L1, L2, and W1, W2.
Teacher,
Okay.
but how
Yes.
we know like L2 is not bigger and the W2 is not lower?
No, Ara, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. For example, if you suppose that L1 is less than L2, then W1 will be greater than W2, right? It does not change anything. It's like Eldar and Arat and Eldar. We are talking about the same people. Okay, we are just interchanging the positions of two rectangles. Actually, it does not change their dimensions. Okay, but if you suppose that L1 is less than an L2, you form an equation. Again, you will get the same results. So,
Really?
yes.
But why, like, if something be bigger than something, that's bigger. How can it be lower?
No, here, if you're talking about this rectangle, let's rectangle A, and let's say this one is rectangle B. Okay. Now, in this case, this will be rectangle A, and this is rectangle B. In your case, if I just interchange the roles of this L1 and L2 and W1 and W2, actually here I will get this B, and this B will be A, and this A will be B. But we are talking about the same rectangle again. This represents this represents this. I mean, if still you are not sure, you try this, okay? Because anyway, let's solve this around, and after that, maybe I'll try to answer your question once again. All right, who solved this question? Narmin, did you solve this question? What did you get? And how did you solve this question?
Yeah, I did. A second. I'll look at my copy what I wrote.
Now, from here, I have no idea. How can we solve this question?
Can the number be like root 4? Teacher, can the number be root 4? The answer.
Sorry, I'll say again.
Can the number be root form, not a whole number?
I don't know. It can be anything. There's no
Okay.
any condition here, right? About is it a whole number or not, or it's okay, guys.
It's brackets L minus 10 bracket. Then one more V plus 4. Then we close it, and it equals to 480.
Let me say again.
Brackets
Okay.
L minus 10. Then we close it. Then we open it again. W plus 4. Then we close it, and it equals to 480.
Then after that,
Then we're finding like LW plus 4 L minus 10 W minus 40, and it equals to 4L equals 10W plus 40, and 2L equals 5W plus 20, and then 2 over 5W plus 10, and it has a lot of steps then.
okay. But here, the idea is, right, as you see here in this equation, L1 minus L2 equals 10, W2 minus W1 equals 4. We have two equations and we have 4 variables. Okay, if the number of variables is greater than the number of equations, usually we cannot solve this. So what we have to do is I try to reduce the number of variables into 2. So I'll try to form 2 equations and only 2 variables. How can I do that? From this relationship, right, as maybe Narmin, I think is talking, saying the same thing. From this relationship, let's say, what is L1? L1 equals 480 over W1. And how about from the second one? L2 equals 480 over W2. Now, if I substitute into this equation, right, what we have here, 480 over W1 minus 480 over W2 is equal to 10, right? So now if I just cross multiply, here we have 480, I can just keep this out. Here we have W2 minus W1 over W1, W2 is equal to 10. Now from here, do we know W1 and W2, and W2 minus W1 is equal to 4, right? So if you substitute 4 for here, so here we have also this 10 cancels each other. W1, W2 is equal to, here we have 48 times W2 minus W1 is equal to 4, which is equal to 160, 192. Okay, now I get two equations. W1, W2 equals 192, and W2 minus W1 is equal to 4. Now from here, W2 is equal to W1 plus 4, right? I just took W1 to the right-hand side. Now, if I substitute into this equation, what we have here, W1 and W2 is W1 plus 4 is equal to 192. 192 is, here we have 4 times 48, 4 times 12, okay? Or I can just write it as 12 times 16. Okay, and also if Arat, the answer is root, for example, let's say if we cannot factor this 192 like this, like W1 times W1 plus 4, then at the time, again, still we know how to solve quadratic equation, you can solve the equation. But here, I'm just using what method? Guess and the trial method. Okay, now it works here. As you see here, if W1 is equal to 12, right? And the 12 plus 4 is 16. So 12 times 16 is equal to 192. So now we got the answer here. So W1 is equal to, let me change the marker color so Eldar will not fall asleep. W1 is equal to 12, right? If W1 equals 12, W2 should be equal to 16. And if W1 12, W2 16, what is L1? L1 is 480 over 12, which is equal to 40. And how about L2? L2 is 480 over 16, that's equal to 30. So dimensions of the rectangles are, the first one is 12 by 40. The second one is 16 by 30. Okay, now Arad, let's get back to your question. Now, if you just think the reverse here, at the time, actually your W1 will be 16 and L1 will be 30, W2 will be 12, and the L2 will be 40. Okay, it's like A and B and B and A. Now, this is a little bit not challenging, but it's a bit long question. Also, a little bit challenging question. So I don't know, in a shorter way, we can solve it or not. Yes, any question?
The thing was that suddenly we had test and then that I was like 2 questions behind. I was doing all of them so fast, so I got a little bit wrong.
All right, I wish actually, if you have some time, okay, I give you a quiz exam paper, and when you relax and fresh on Saturday or Sunday, and just sit and do this in like 90 minutes and solve this nicely and scan it well and send it to me. I wish I would test you in this way, but I'm trying. But some of you, I don't know, they don't do that in that way. No, maybe this online learning, the way you are learning in Azerbaijan, maybe it is different. And a lot of teachers, they conduct their tests online, just multiple choice questions and very easy question. You have to read it and answer this quickly. This type of questions, okay? But these questions are that you have to think and solve it, and after write your solutions. And then if you submit, and you will learn something. I wish if I could give you a test like this, it would be great. But now still, we have a little bit miscommunication, Aras.
Ismail, will you give it for Saturday or Sunday this week?
Yeah, I'm thinking if you really can do like this, Aras, for example, I will give you the questions. After each question, I will give you some space. If you can solve your questions there in the space, and after that, save it in PDF format and submit, if it would be great, okay?
In Google Classroom or in WhatsApp?
It doesn't matter. You can just tell me. It's WhatsApp is much better, much faster.
Okay.
Ara, do you understand me? Do you understand what I mean here? Because if you submit your exam paper in a standard format, it is easy for me to grade. If it is so messy, I cannot do that because I have a lot of students. How can I do this? Like 1 or 2 students is fine, but I have a lot of students.
I know because because I said 2 questions behind really like I was hurrying up so fast.
Okay. But here, Aras, the most important thing is if you are practicing, if you are learning something, that is great, okay? But now you are grade 9, you are not primary school student. You need to feel some responsibility. You need to have a goal, okay? Now, okay, a grade 9, and you're going to sit for maybe SASMO if you are planning, and after you'll be grade 10, and later you'll go to university. That's why you have to study these things now. If you have a goal, you will learn a lot. If you're just sitting here, but you don't know why you are here, you will not learn much. Okay. All right, let's continue. Okay, we can discuss more in another time. Another question. Also, it's not so easy. I think it takes time. It's a little bit time-consuming question. But okay. PQRS is a square whose vertices are 1, 6, 2, 1, 7, 2, and HK. Actually, here you are not supposed to draw them accurately and answer this question, right? Without drawing, you have to answer this question. Anyway, how can I do that? Let me just draw a square. And let's say this one is P, and this one is Q, and this one is R, and this one is S. And coordinates of P, it is 1, 6, and Q, it is 2, 1, and R, it is 7, 2, and S, H, and K. Okay, find the values of H and K. Yes, Narmin, I want to listen to you. Did you answer this question?
Yes, I did.
Well, how did you solve question A?
I put the numbers, first one, for example, to the like left, and another one to the right.
So you just substitute some numbers for H and K and test this, and you didn't solve it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe these numbers are easy, you can do that, but without this, how do you solve this? Here, since it is square, right, as you see here, number 1, I don't know, but let's see, PS is perpendicular to S and R. That means that their gradients, right, M1 times M2, it should be equal to -1, right? So what is it? That is K minus 6 over H minus 1 is equal to, I mean, not is equal to, times, or let me just use the parallel. This PS also is parallel to QR. And let me just express K in terms of H first. So from there, it is 2 minus 1. It is 2 minus 1 over 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2, which is equal to 1 over 5. So if you cross multiply, 5K minus 30 is equal to H minus 1. From here, H is equal to 5K minus 29. Okay, this is how H and K are related to each other. Okay, so number two, what is it? Using this, PS is perpendicular to SR. That means that the product of their gradient should be equal to -1. What is the gradient of PS? PS is K minus 6, K minus 6 over H minus 1 times. And what is the gradient of SR? That is K minus 2, K minus 2 over H minus 7, H minus 7. So that's equal to 1. Okay. Now from here, what we have here, from here, K squared minus 6k minus 2k, that is minus 8k plus 12 should be equal to h squared minus also minus 8h plus 7, right? So we know what is h. H is 5k minus 29. If you substitute there, here we have k squared minus 8k plus 12 is equal to, instead of h, I can write 5k minus 29 squared minus 8 times h, that is 5k minus 29 and plus 7. Ara, did you solve this question?
Teacher, I said that it shouldn't be -1.
Yeah, -1. Okay, here it is -1. So it is negative. It is negative. Yeah, I mean, okay, I think we can get this, but it's getting so long and so complicated. Do you think we have simpler way?
Distance formula.
Huh?
Distance formula.
If it is distance formula, h, is it simpler?
The distance is root of 26. When you square it, instead of like this long quadratic, you will get only a short quadratic.
Ah, okay, good idea. Thank you. Let's try that way.
I wanted to do it, but my time finished. I went to B, so I didn't do A.
Yeah, I understand. Right? It's okay. So here, what is the distance here? 7 minus 2 squared, right? So the distance is square root of 5 squared plus 1 squared. So that is square root of 26. Okay, that's one side of the square. So from here, so that's 26. That is h minus 1 squared plus k minus 6 squared. That's equal to 26, right? I'm just squaring both sides. And from here, h minus 1 is equal to 5k minus 30, right? So if you substitute there, here we have 5k minus 30 squared plus k minus 6 squared is equal to 26.
Minus
And
31.
minus 31, why?
Because we have -1 as well.
Where?
Oh, sorry, it's 29, sorry.
Instead of h minus 1, right? I substitute 5k minus 30.
No, I thought like h is 5x minus 30. I didn't look at the thing.
Now, is it correct, right?
Yes.
So 25k squared, here we have k, that is 26k squared. And 5 times 30, 150, and 2, it is 300, minus 12, minus 312k, plus, oops, plus here we have 30, it is 900, plus here we have 36, and minus 26, right? That's equal to 910 is equal to 0. Are they divisible by 2? Yes. Divisible by 13? Yes, I think they're all divisible by 26, right? 312 is divided by 26, that's equal to 12. If you divide both sides by 26, here we have k squared minus this one is 12k plus 91 divided by 26. Is it 6, 4, 3?
25, I think.
Okay. First divide by 13, 2k squared. And 312 is divided by 13. That's equal to 24. 24k. And 910 is divided by 13. That's equal to
It's not divisible.
910. It's 91.
Divided by 13.
Yes, 91 is divided by 30, it is 7, right? It's 910.
Ah, yes. Because I
so
saw the
divide actually
zero
here
at
we
the
have
end.
k squared minus 12k plus 35 is equal to 0. All right. Now from here, what is it? It is minus 7 minus 5. So here we have k minus 7, k minus 5 is equal to 0. So k equals 7 and k equals 5. Okay. So which one is it? Now let me just write the answer. If k equals 7, h must be 35 minus 5, 35, h must be 6. If k equals 5, right, h should be 25 minus 5, h should be minus 4. So which one is the answer?
It doesn't make sense. Because if it be square, if it have 2 points, then it will become rhombus.
Yes, because this one cannot be the answer, right? Because this k is already here, we have 7. Right, so here the answer is k should be 5, h must be minus 4. Narmin, what was your answer? Is it 5 and minus 4?
On which one?
This question A, 3A.
I'll check. A was 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
Yeah, I don't know how I got it, but
Okay. All right.
Is the answer correct?
Okay. Narmi is saying that 7 and 6 and 7. She's Narmi, how did you get it? Is this correct? How did you get it? Did you just draw this on the paper?
yeah, yeah.
She's clever. But where did we make a mistake, guys? Here, did we make a mistake anywhere? 25, 26,
I
150.
understood.
Huh?
Because as you see, like the y coordinate is increasing.
Okay.
And because like first q is 1, the y coordinate, then at p and r is 2 and 6. So the y, because it's beyond, the y coordinate has to be 6, 6 or more.
No, Arat, here we got the right answer. K is 7 and K is 5. Okay, we have no problem here. If K equals 7, H must be 6. If K equals 5, H must be minus 4.
Can
So
I
this,
graph it?
yeah, when it's minus 4, that's correct. Actually, this, as Narmin said, this H, 6 and the 7, the coordinates of S must be H and K. That should be 6 and 7. Right? And why K cannot be equal to 5 and the H cannot be equal to minus 4 if K equals 5, right? And minus 4 is way down, 1, 6, 1, 6, 2, 1, and 7, 2. So it will not be a square. Okay.
Can you 1 minute wait? I graph it in Desmos to see is it will it work or not?
Yeah, if we graph this 1, 6, 1, 6, somewhere here, it is P. 2, 1, it is 2, 1, somewhere here, that's Q. And the 7, 2, 7, 2, let's say this somewhere here, that is R, right? And say S, it is 7, 6, it is 7, 6, it is somewhere here. So we are talking about this square. But if it is 5n minus 4, 5n minus 4 will be somewhere here. It will not be a square. Okay. All right, let's continue. Okay, I think we can discuss more. Let's just keep it here. And question B, find the equation of the line QR. Now we know the points, right? We can write the equation of the QR. What is the equation of the QR? That's equal to y minus 1 over x minus 2. That's equal to 2 minus 1. It is 1 over 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. And cross multiply, we get the answer. And calculate the area of PQRS. PQRS. How do you calculate this? It's just a square, and one side is square root of 26, right? So the area should be number C. The area is equal to square root of 26. Since it is a square, we should just square one side. That's equal to 26 units square. Okay.
Teacher, when
And
I
this one,
graphed it,
why actually we are just picking this answer, I will think and discuss later. Yes, Arat?
when I graphed it, none of them is working.
How come?
What?
How did you graph it?
Not handy in the Desmos. Do you know?
All right. Okay. Oops. Okay, Ara, the first one is, okay, let's finish this. 1, 6. Second one is 2, 1. And third one is 7, 2. Right? And the last one is, let's say it is 6 and 7. Fine. Now, I'm just going to draw this here on a graph paper. All right. Just a
6
minute.
and 7 or 7 and 8?
6 and 7. Because H and K, right?
And then it's working. Because it was written.
Yeah, it's working out because 6 and 7, because H and K. Right, because here S is H and K, not K and H.
Actually, I found an easy way.
You found what?
Easy way.
What is it?
Because like as you see, like because the square, everything happened to the point. If it have rotation, the 2 points which are like on a parallel to another will be affected same. And because this, if you see like when we draw it, like P is 1 and no, Q is 2 and 1, and R is 7 and 2. Because
Yeah.
it have like the run is 5, the rise is 1. If we
Yeah,
do the
it's
same
the
for
same.
P, the run is 5, the rise is 1, 6 and 7.
Arad, actually here, the point is, it is about coordinate geometry. That's why you need to use these things. And maybe here it's not stated. Usually in the exam papers, they just say that, okay? So you need to use the coordinate geometry to answer this question. So you need to write without accurate drawing, and you have to find this. Of course, there are some different ways. The simplest way is You have to plot these points, right? And after that, draw the picture. You can get the answer, number one. Number two is maybe, as you said, is a rotation or symmetric, whatever it is, okay? But here, since the coordinate geometry, just using these points, okay, using the properties of a square, you should answer the question. And because it's given in the part of coordinate geometry.
I mean, like
Okay.
for the time, because it take a lot of time.
No, here, if you just find this, it doesn't take a lot of time. Just quadrant the equation, you have to solve this and get the answer. Why it takes a lot of time? A lot of time. It's like if you can solve this question out in like 10 minutes, that's okay.
But this way is only 2 seconds.
Arat, can you explain here?
Should I draw it?
Yeah.
1 second. Annulate. Like you have this graph. And like this is the square. If you rotate it, the color, like it become like this. Like as you see here, like it went like something to the left and then it went up. The same if it be square, because it is symmetrical. If you like return it, the same thing which happened in this point will happen to this point as well.
Okay.
And like there's a formula like for rotation, like the x coordinate will be equal to x cosine of theta plus y sine of theta. And this thing is take a lot of time because the square is symmetrical. If you adjust this formula, this will work. It's been the same thing which happened.
Okay, Arat, now you try this on the paper, Arat, and solve this, take a picture and send it to me, okay? Because if you rotate this, Arat, about the origin, you are right. But rotating the square, okay, rotating the square, you're just rotating the square from one vertex.
But it happened. Now I graphed it in the app, it worked.
No, app, it may work because, yeah, they are using different formula. Because rotating about the vertex, it gets more complicated. I mean, you have to know the formula. It involves some trigonometric functions. That is more complicated. Okay, Arat, you solve this on paper. Okay, let's compare, and after that, let's discuss. All right. Can you try in that method, Arat? Write it nicely on a piece of paper. Take the picture and send it to me. I'll have a look.
Okay, I will try. And teacher also, can I send you an article like next week? It's about equation of square. I made it by myself.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's continue. It's also good to have sometimes discussion like this. Each interior angle of a regular polygon, okay, exceeds the exterior angle by 160. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Anyway, here we are not only solving the problem, at the same time improving our vocabulary, understanding the skill, and blah blah blah. So we know that if you're just talking about one polygon, okay, and it has one side, so if you just extend this, let's say this one is alpha and this one is exterior angle. It says that each interior angle of a regular polygon exceeds the exterior angle by 160. That means that if this exterior angle is alpha, this interior angle must be alpha plus 160, right? And we know that exterior angle and interior angle together, they form a straight angle or straight line. So that means that this alpha plus 160, that should be equal to 180 degrees. Now from here, what is alpha? It is 20, so that's equal to 10 degrees, right? And what is the question? Find the number of sides of the polygon. And that is the first step. And we know that the sum of the exterior angles of any polygon is equal to 360 degrees. And suppose that it has n sides. So here we have n sides, and each angle is exterior angle is 10 degrees. So that's equal to 360 degrees. Now from here, what is n? N equals 36. So this regular polygon has 36 sides.
Teacher, but I solved it in another way. I found another answer.
Really? What did you get?
And it
My answer is 18.
I found 18.
Me too.
Because the formula is n minus 2 times 180, then divided again by n, it will give you the what is it? The angle, interior angle. Like n, like we get triangle. 3 minus 1 is 180. 180 divided by 3 is 60. Like 4. 4 is 360. 360 divided by 4 is 90. And this one as well. N minus 2 times 180 divided by n is equal to 10 degree. Then we found it. Not 10.
Javid, did you say you also get the same answer? Who said that?
Yes, I get 18. I got 18.
18. Javid, how did you get 18?
I used a formula.
Okay, which one is it? What formula? Can you tell me the formula?
180 multiplied by bracket n minus 2 and divided by n.
Okay.
The same formula which I said.
Equal to
what?
160. 160.
Not
No, it is
100.
not 160. This should be 170. Because if
What?
alpha is equal to 10, right? And this 10 plus 160 should be 170. Now from here, 180 and minus 360 is equal to 170 n. Take to the left-hand side and right-hand side. So 10n equals 360. From here, n equals 36.
I saw that interior angle is 160 itself.
No. Then you misunderstood the question. All right. It says that the interior angle of a regular polygon exceeds the exterior angle by 160. What does it mean? It means that the interior angle is 160 degrees greater than the exterior angle. Because exceed, what does exceed mean?
More.
More, right? It's not equal. It says that 160 degrees more than the exterior angle. That means that if exterior angle is alpha, then interior angle must be alpha plus 160, so that the difference is 160.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, and also, Javid, your answer is correct, but here on the right-hand side, it's 170 because interior angle is 170. But usually, instead of this one, if you use this formula, it's much simpler, right? Because the sum of the exterior angles of any polygon is equal to 360. Since it is regular polygon, all exterior angles are equal. N times 10 equals 360, n equals 36. All right. Guys, let's solve this question and I will finish today's class. We have 5 minutes and after that I have another class. So Arat, you were also actually discussing this question. Let's solve this together quickly. In the diagram below, PQRS is a rectangle. The point A is on PQ and the point B is on QR such that SAB is 90 degrees. We can see this in the picture, in the diagram. And it says that PQ is equal to 8. All right, PQ equals SR, so that's equal to 8. And QR equals 4. Where is QR? Where is QR? Okay, 4. And QB equals 3. So if this one is 3, this should be equal to 1. So this side is equal to 4. And PA is equal to Y. So if this one is Y, and this should be 8 minus Y. What is the question? Write down expressions in terms of Y for AS squared and AB squared. And let's say AS equals M. And here AB is equal to M, right? What expression can you write in terms of what? From the triangle SPA, right? Number one is 4 squared plus y squared is equal to M squared. And how about in triangle AQB? It is 3 squared plus 8 minus y squared is equal to n squared, right? So we have actually written expressions in terms of y for as squared, ab squared, because as is equal to m and ab is equal to n, right? So that is the expression. Now, all right, after that, that's the first part. Second part, hence or otherwise. Hence or otherwise means that either using your result or just using any other method. Find the two possible values of the area of ABS. So we are talking about the area of ABS. Now from here, we know that what is the area of triangle ABS? That is just equal to 1 over 2 times M times N, right? So to find this one, we need to know the value of M and N. Now, if we just continue here in triangle SAB, and also SAB is a right angle triangle. So we have this relationship, M squared plus N squared should be equal to 8 squared. 8 is not 8, no. Sorry. It is 8 squared
65
plus
root
1 squared, right? Because this side is equal to 8 squared plus 1 squared square root. Okay? Because of this one, right? This triangle. It is BR is 1 and SR is equal to 8. So the length of SB is 8 squared plus 1 squared. So if you just square both sides, we have this. What is M squared? M squared is Y squared plus 16 plus, how about N squared? That is Y squared minus 16Y plus 64 plus 9. On the right hand side, we have 604 plus 1. So the 64s, they cancel out each other. And here we have 2y squared minus 16y. And here we 16 plus 9, 25, minus 1, 24. So here we have 24 is equal to 0. Or y squared minus 8y plus 12 is equal to 0. So what is it? It is y minus 2, y minus 6 is equal to 0. So we have two possible answers for y. Y equals 2 or y is equal to 6, right? If y is equal to 2, we can get the answer for m and for n. If y equals 6, we have answer for m and for n. If y is equal to 2, from there, what is m? 2 squared is 4, 16, 20. So that's equal to square root of 20. And how about m? It is 6, 36, 45. That's equal to square root of 45. How about if it is 6, 36, 16, square root of 52? And how about n? N equals, it is 2, 4, 9, 13, square root of 13, right? And if you just substitute here, we will get two possible answers for the area of triangle ASB. Narmin, Javid, Arad, also Hussein, do you have any questions or anything that you want to share, you want to say?
No.
No.
Okay, guys, now I want to finish this class today, okay? I really don't know much about you. Maybe only about Arad, I have a bit more idea, okay, about your character, about your speaking English and everything, Arad, and you're really trying hard. Maybe also others, you're trying hard. I don't want to be, I don't know, actually. So you are grade 9, guys. Grade 9, 10, that is the most important grades. After that, as you're just taking a step to university, okay, and you're building your foundation, and try to practice as many problems as possible and learn how to motivate yourself, okay, and also bring some problems here. Let's have discussion, and everything, you know, it will pay off very, very soon, Okay, you will see that when you go to the university, math is the most important subject. When you go and start your career, for example, the problem solving skill, analytic thinking skill, and these are really, really important, how to say, skills that you are going to use very frequently in your daily life situations. And why am I saying this? Uh, I have been teaching math for a long time, but I didn't teach in one school. Okay, I taught math in very, very different international schools. And also, I never taught at public school. How is it? I don't know. But I taught actually in different countries, at least 6, 7 different countries. And I taught a lot of students from different countries, from Australia, from India, from Malaysia, from United States, from UK, from Canada, a lot of students. Okay. And now I am teaching at university. And when students come, okay, when students have good mathematical background, actually you can see the difference. And that's why if you just study a little bit, put effort, okay, and try to practice more questions and set a goal and try to learn more, you will see that you will enjoy learning more, and it will pay off a lot in the very near future. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I will see you on Friday. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye.
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 Bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank
Ara,
you.
don't forget to send me your work.